It's been great so far. I think that we've made big strides all off season, and I'm just excited to continue to work with them and continue to grow with them.
What have your first couple of practices been like with Ikem
I've seen a guy that loves to learn. He's a sponge, and he's just come a long way, and he continues to seek to get better and better. So, this is great to have a guy in the locker room like that just strives to be the best version of himself every day. So,
The line was no secret, but struggled last year. Is it fair to say that this line has gone from a liability to a power point in this team?
it's hard for me to speak on the offensive line as a whole. Personally, I just like to focus on myself and how I can improve, and I know that now that includes being a better leader. So ultimately, I just want to do everything I can to continue to improve myself and continue to be a better leader. So.
Do you feel like you guys are a strength though, this team this year?
I do. I love the guys I'm playing up there with, and just continue, like I said, to just grow every day and be one of the strengths, be backbone, because I do truly believe that with this sport, it all starts up front. So.
How can you be a better leader, and is that something in the past you've been slow to embrace?
Just continue to just doing the right things, making sure that we're all on the same page, and make sure we all have the right mindset when we step on the field every day, not just game day, but practice, and just that mindset of getting better and dominating your reps. So.
The second part of that question.
What's the second part again?
In the past, is that something you've been a little reluctant to embrace?
Yeah, because personally, I've been always one of the younger guys, but now when you look at the group, I'm one of the oldest, so I'm just doing what I can to just pass that experience to the guys who haven't, played on Sundays quite as much, and just share what I think has helped me grow and become a better player and help me prepare as best as I can when Sundays hit.
What tangible can you say about this group that you feel like, I'm not trying to put down last year's group, but it makes this group maybe better than last year?
Last year's. I haven't been focusing on what happened last year. I've been just figuring out what I could have done better, right? And do things to, just eliminate any of those mistakes I felt like I did. And what I feel like as a room maybe we could have improved on, but ultimately I'm just looking forward as, what can I do to help us be the best offensive line we can possibly be, and along with me being the best, offensive tackle I can possibly be,
What's been the best thing about Coach Camp and your budding relationship, I guess, junior coach?
I think he's a great offensive line coach. I've loved working with him over the past couple of months. I'm learning a lot about the game from him, and I think this is going to be just wonderful things ahead working with him, and the way he's leading the guys, and the way he's very technical, and his approach to the game, and making sure that we go out there with the mindset of winning every play.
Has there been a light bulb moment with Coach Campen, or because I would imagine a lot of the terminology is pretty similar from coach to coach, but has there been a moment where you're like, oh, that's new, I can apply that?
Yeah, it's one thing. It's crazy, our position, and I can't speak on any other positions, right? I'm not out there running routes, throwing footballs, but I do know that there's a lot of different ways you can block people, right? And I can't go too much, and I'll be here all day going into the intricacies of that. But it is interesting to get just a whole nother perspective on the game, and see things that I can add to my toolbox, and maybe just another look at how I can improve my own game. So yeah, like I said before, I'm learning a lot from him, and I'm excited to continue to learn from him.
A lot of talk this offseason has been about Christian, keeping him healthy. What can you do? You put him in the slot, you make him receiver, whatever. As an offensive line, do you guys talk about that? Their responsibility in keeping him healthy, or is there anything you guys can do to keep him healthy?
I can't really speak too much on Christian personally. I know he's a great football player, an even better person. I love being in the locker room with him. Nothing bad to say about him. He's the kind of guy you want to go to war with. And, ultimately, for me, it's just, hey, whatever play is called, I just want to go out there and execute that play at the best of my ability. And, you know, I just put the full faith and trust in that everyone else is going to do theirs.
Taylor, sorry. A lot of guys have come in and talked about Coach McAdoo's new offense. How different is it from what you've experienced here in the past, and how much does that affect, you know, you guys up front?
You know, I'm not a guy to give too much away. I don't know what people are saying about it, but you know, every time there's a coach change, new offensive coordinator, he's got to learn a new set of plays. You know, obviously there's a lot of carryover, right? Every team in the league is going to run outside zone, inside zone. Every team in the league is going to be pass blocking. So it's just, you know, learning new terminology and stuff like that. But I love Ben McAdoo, and it's been great just, you know, having him on the helm of the offense. So, you know, I'm excited to see the things to come.
Both said that they want y'all to be more downhill, be a little less finesse. How much does that excite you as a lineman to be kind of more of an enforcer as opposed to, you know, more of the finesse type runs?
You know, that's funny. I don't know, like, because people think zone's more finesse type, but I never looked at it that way. You know, like, because any outside zone play, you can still go and dump a guy. I've dumped plenty of guys on outside zones, right? Whatever play is called, I have the mindset of imposing my will on the defender, whoever that may be. I don't care if it's a zone play, if it's the downhill duos, punch, you know, powers or what have you. You know, whatever play is ran, I want to, you know, do what I can to just dominate my opponent. So.
On that mindset, Icky said he loves playing the game with violence. Have you seen that with him? I know it's OTAs, but
Yeah, he's a very violent football player. I love it. You know, I love having guys like that in the room. Because, you know, stuff like that, it carries over to everyone else. I think, you know, playing with a nasty edge is very contagious. So, you know, it's good to have that mindset in the locker room, on the field with us. So, yeah.
Is that maybe something that was, we talked about the physicality and so forth, but maybe was that mindset maybe lacking here in the past?
And I said earlier, you know, it's hard for me to talk about what it was in the past, but you know, ultimately I know what we can work on now, and I feel like we are working towards you know, that physical mentality and having that mindset of just, like I said, posing our will day in and day out, and it's just focusing on getting that done, playing and play out day in and day out, so we can do it to the best of our ability come Sunday.
What do you think different about Sam?
I feel like you know, it's hard for me to speak on other players, like I said, so. But you know, I love Sam. I think he's a great player, and it's like I said, it's great having that kind of guy leading the way and slinging the ball around. So, you know, ultimately, I can't speak too much on someone that's not me.
DJ said he seemed to be calmer.
Mm-hmm.
Notice that?
Yeah, it just, you know, that just comes with the experience of the game, right? I mean, I'm calmer. Every year in and year out, I'm feeling more and more comfortable at where I'm at and what I need to do. So, you know, just coming with the experience of football. You know, like I said, I love Sam. I have nothing bad to say about him or the past or the future. So, like I said, just focusing on myself.
I asked a question for the right story on, but what have been your thoughts so far on Bradley Bozeman as a person?
Oh, I love him. I've been calling him Big Bear. That's my nickname for him. Yeah, he's awesome. So, now all the guys in the locker room, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. But yeah, Bradley Bozeman, he's a workhorse, come in, just like I was saying, just kind of guy who wants to get better day in and day out, go out there with the violent mentality of imposing his will on whoever he's playing against. So.
Why Big Bear?
Big Bear? I can't even remember where it came from. I'll get back to you on that. No, I'll let you know.
I've heard he's got amazing homemade roast beef.
Has he? Well, he's been keeping that from me. No, that's news to me. I'll make sure I ask him about it after this. You want to pass some to you? Oh, yeah, I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure that you get some leftovers, brother, no doubt.
Taylor, Matt mentioned Birdie having a tremendous camp so far. What are the things that you're noticing from him so far?
Who?
Birdie Christensen.
Birdie Christensen?
Brady Christensen.
Brady? You heard Birdie, right? I heard Birdie. Big Birdie. We got Big Bear and Big Birdie now. Okay, yeah. You might have messed him up, gave him a nickname, Big Birdie. Brady's doing great. Oh my gosh! So he's a tremendous athlete. I love seeing him, you know, just get better every day and just doing everything I can to help him grow and improve so he can be the best version of himself. But yeah, he's a great guy, great football player. Just the type of guy I love having in the room.
How much do you think of him just settling either on one side of the line or one position
I think, that helps anybody. The more you can just play one position, I think that's very helpful. Like, I remember when I was a rookie and I had to learn all 5 positions. I was scout team center for a while. I played left tackle, left guard, right tackle, all of it. And, like I've been saying to all the young guys who come in, just know all the positions because you don't know where your opportunity may come. And, I think that Brady's embraced that. It's I just feel like, wherever he ends up, I know he's going to make the most of opportunity and play the best of his ability, just like I've been preaching. So.
There's a big bear and a big birdie.
Big Birdie now. That's the new name.
What's that make you?
What does that make me? I'm not making my own nicknames, So I've been Timo for a while, but, you guys call me whatever you like.
Weren't you franchised for a while?
That's what some people call me, yeah. Franchise, yeah, that was a good one.
It's with a new OC and a new offensive line coach. What has been the pace been like making the offense more cohesive with all this new terminology, like you said, and seeing things together?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
I was saying, with the new OC and the new offensive line coach, what has the pace been like? Putting all the new terminology and things together to make the offense more cohesive.
We have limited time, right? We only get a couple months to really get things settled in before we hit fall camp. So, it's a lot on us as players to just keep up, making sure we're hitting the playbooks, doing everything we can, and, studying together and holding each other accountable, right? Because ultimately, we're all professionals. It's our profession. So it's very important that we come in knowing what we're supposed to do. So, we have the mastery of it, so we know it so well we don't have to think about it, right? And that's what we're all striving to get to. And that just comes with reps and studying, so.
Taylor, is that something that you do? I know you have to have time away from football, time with family, that sort of thing, but with all the changes and the new playbook, and DJ described it as long and treacherous, the book that is, are you doing stuff at home at night when you leave the facility? Are you going through stuff? Is it kind of a 24-hour thing as you guys go through it?
Absolutely. Well, not 24 hours. Still you sleep. Sleep's important. I make sure I need my 8 hours type of guy. But no, I make sure I put in all the work I can to still be the best father I can be, along with being the best football player I can be. It all just comes to priorities, making sure that everything's right at home, and then everything's right with football. And then if I have any time after that, I do what I want. But, it's just if you set your priorities and make sure you've done everything you can to hit all your goals, whatever they are for the day or for the week or whatever, and just go from there. So.
Any